I'm Dr. Mark Chironna, and I'm delighted to talk to you about my brand new book, LifeQuest. It's about navigating the gap between current reality and desired reality, the gap between where you are and where you long to be. It's the kind of gap that you might remember if you saw Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, when the final step he had to make was across a chasm and an abyss where there was a doorway on one side and the doorway where he was, and a mean fall all the way into oblivion. And it required he take the step and the leap of faith. Whenever you're going into another dimension and into a higher expression of who you are and what you are called to be, do, and have, you have to cross a threshold. That threshold is part of what LifeQuest is all about. I want to provide you tools and resources to cross that threshold, which in psychology and in philosophy and in theology is called liminal space. That word liminal may not sound familiar. However, if you've ever used the word eliminate or preliminary, they all come from the same root. Limen means a threshold. It's that in-between place where transition has to be mastered so that you can close the gap between a former somewhere and a new somewhere. And it's in that space where anxiety and uncertainty and fear come up. And if you're going to cross that threshold and get to that next dimension, you have to know how to master and manage anxiety and fear so that it doesn't manage you. LifeQuest is a powerful coaching resource that will come alongside you and provide you with keys to every shift you're making in every challenge that you're facing in life. Some of those challenges can be a decade orientation. You're going from your 20-somethings to your 30-somethings, 40-somethings to 50-somethings. It could be a relational upset that you didn't see coming, but there's a threshold you have to cross. It could be a season when you're endeavoring to reinvent yourself and become something more than you've ever been before. There are so many areas where we cross liminal space. Walking through the valley of the shadow of death is crossing through liminal space where you learn not how to be afraid, but how to move forward in faith. I invite you to get a hold of this powerful, brand new resource that I want to put in your hand, LifeQuest, because it will help you navigate the gap between where you are and where you're intended to be.